Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children. Welcome to our online teaching academy Ekalaiva. Exercise 9.2 first question. Find the sum of odd integers from 1 to 2001. We need to find the sum of odd integers from 1 to 2001. So the AP is 1, 3, 5, etc. up to 2001. So we need to find the sum, which means we need the n, Sn. We need to find Sn, which means we need n. So from the given AP, what is A? A is 1. What is D? 3 minus 1, 2. And what is L? 2001. So how to find n? N can be found using the formula L minus A by D plus 1. So what is the value of L? 2001 minus A is 1 by D is 2 plus 1. So what is 2001 minus 1? It is 2000 by 2 plus 1. What is 2000 by 2? It is 1000 plus 1. So n is equal to 1001. So what is the value of n? 1001. Now what is the formula for finding Sn? Sn is equal to n by 2 into A plus L. We can use this formula n by 2 into A plus L since we know the value of L. So what is n? 1001. So 1001 by 2 into what is A? 1 plus what is L? 2001. So it is 1001 by 2 into 2002. When you cancel this 2 and 2002, you get 1001. So we have to multiply 1001 into 1001. So what do you get? 1001. So here 1002001. So what is 1001 into 1001? 10 lakh 2001. So what is the value of, what is the sum of odd integers from 1 to 2001? It is 10 lakh 2001. Okay. So sum of odd integers from 1 to 2001 is equal to 10 lakh 2001. So this you can find using Sn formula. The same problem, sum of odd integers from 1 to 2001 can be even found using another formula. Let us see how it can be done. The AP is 1, 3, 5, etc. up to 2001. There is a formula that is sum of first n odd integers. There is a formula for sum of first n odd integers, that is given by n squared. Here what is the n value we found? It is 1001. So sum of first 1001 odd integers, sum of first 1001 odd integers, that is from 1 to 2001 is equal to 1001 the whole square. So 1001 into 1001, just now we found it is 10 lakh 2001. So the same sum can be even found using the formula n squared, but that formula is for only sum of first n odd integers. Sum of first n odd integers is given by the formula n squared. So only for the first n odd integers you can use this formula n squared. We found the value of n as 1001. So here the sum of first 1001 odd integers, that is 1, 3, etc. up to 2001 is 1001 the whole square. So 1001 into 1001 is 10 lakh 2001. Is it clear, children? Let us see what is the second sum. Find the sum of all natural numbers lying between 100 and 1000 which are multiples of 5. You have to find the sum of all natural numbers lying between 100 and 1000 which are multiples of 5. So what is the AP? Between 100 and 1000. So we should not take 100. So it is 105, 110, etc. up to, we cannot take 1000. So, we have to take only up to 995. Since we need the sum, we need the what the formula we have to use? Sn formula. For that we need n. So, what is A in the AP? That is the first term 105. What is D? 110 minus 105, that is equal to 5. What is L here? 995. How to find n? N is equal to L minus A by D plus 1. So, it is 995 minus 105 by 5 plus 1. When I subtract this, I get 890 by 5 plus 1. So, when I divide, 5 ones are 5, 5 sevens are 35, 5 8s are 41. So, n is equal to 179. So, n is equal to 179. Now, let us find sum of all natural numbers lying between 100 and 1000, which are multiples of 5, using the formula n by 2 into A plus L. What is n? 179 by 2 into A is 105 and L is 995. So, it is 179 by 2 into, when you add 105 and 995, you get 1100. So, it is 550. So, 179 into 550. So, you get 98,450. So, what is the sum of all natural numbers lying between 100 and 1000, which are multiples of 5? It is 179 is equal to 98,450. Let us see what is the third question. In an AP, the first term is 2 and the sum of first 5 terms is 1/4 of the next 5 terms. Show that 20th term is minus 112. So, what is given in the AP? The first term is 2 and the sum of first 5 terms is 1/4 of the next 5 terms. You have to show that 20th term is minus 112. So, first term is 2 means A is 2 and sum of first 5 terms, that is S5, is equal to 1/4 of the next 5 terms. That is, sum of first 5 terms is S5 and it is 1/4 of the next 5 terms, means from 6 to 10. That is from A6, A7, that is A6 plus A7 plus A8 plus A9 plus A10. That is from the 6th term to 10th term. How to find the sum of 6th term to 10th term? That is S10 minus S5. So, from the sum of first 10 terms, if you subtract the sum of first 5 terms, you get the sum of the terms from 6 to 10. So, let us simplify this. S5 is equal to, let us multiply 1/4 with this S10 and minus S5. So, 1/4 S10 minus 1/4 S5. I bring this S5 to the left hand side. So, I get S5 plus 1/4 S5 is equal to 1/4 S10. So, S5 can be taken common. So, you get 1 plus 1/4 is equal to 1/4 S10. So, S5 into, if I take LCM, I get 5/4. I get 5/4 is equal to 1/4 S10. So, this 4 and 4 gets cancelled. So, 5 S5 is equal to S10. Now, let us use the formula, Sn formula. What is Sn formula? Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So, 5 into, what is S5? That is 5/2 into 2a. So, 2 into, what is a value? 2 plus n minus 1, that is 5 minus 1. So, 4 into d, we do not know, d is equal to, what is S10? 10/2 into 2 into, what is a? 2 plus 10 minus 1 is 9 into d. So, 5 5s are this 10/2 is nothing but 5. This 5 and 5 I can cancel. So, 5/2 into 2 2s are 4 plus 4d is equal to 4 plus 9d. So, 5/2, in this 4 and 4d I take 2 common. So, 2 plus 2d is equal to 4 plus 9D. So these 2 and these 2 get cancelled. So 5 2s are 10 plus 5 2s are 10D is equal to 4 plus 9D. So I take the variable one side. So 10D minus 9D is equal to 4 plus 10 goes that side minus 10. So 10D minus 9D is D is equal to minus 6. So we found the common difference D as minus 6. Okay. So since we know A and D, we can find the 20th term. A is 2 and D is minus 6, and we have to prove the 20th term is minus 112. So A is 2 and D is minus 6. A is 2 and D is minus 6. So A is equal to 2, D is equal to minus 6. So we have to prove 20th term is minus 112. So what is 20th term? A20 is A plus 19D. So it is 2 plus 19 into minus 6. So it is 2 minus 114. 2 minus 114 is minus 112. So we have proved the 20th term is minus 112. Hence we proved the 20th term is minus 112. Is it clear, children? Let us move on to the fourth question. How many terms of the AP minus 6, minus 11 by 2, minus 5, etc. are needed to give the sum minus 25? How many terms of the AP minus 6, minus 11 by 2, minus 5, etc. are needed to give the sum minus 25? So what is the AP here? The AP is minus 6, minus 11 by 2, minus 5, etc. Whenever AP is given, let us write what is A and D. What is A? Minus 6, the first term. What is D? A2 minus A1. So minus 11 by 2 minus of minus 6. So it is minus 11 by 2 plus 6, minus into minus plus 6. So minus 11 plus 12. So D is equal to 1 by 2. So what is the value of D? 1 by 2. And what is that you have to find? How many terms of the AP? That is N we have to find. Whereas it is given the sum is minus 25, that is Sn is equal to minus 25. What is Sn formula? N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to minus 25. We have to find n only. So n by 2 into 2 into minus 6 plus n minus 1 into d is half is equal to minus 25. So it is n by 2 into minus 12 plus n into half is n by 2 minus 1 into half is minus half is equal to minus 25. So n by 2 into, take LCM for this bracket. So minus 24 plus n minus 1 is equal to minus 25. So n by 2 into minus 24 minus 1 is minus 25 plus n by 2 is equal to minus 25. So when you multiply the numerator, minus 25n plus n squared by 4 is equal to minus 25. So take this 4 to the other side. So n squared minus 25n is equal to minus 100. So n squared minus 25n minus 100 comes this side, plus 100 is equal to 0. So what is the quadratic equation? N squared minus 25n plus 100 is equal to 0. N squared minus 25n plus 100 is equal to 0. So what is the sum here? Minus 25. What is the product? 100. 100 can be written as 20 into 5. Since the sum is minus, both the numbers will be minus. So when you add them, you get minus 25, and when you multiply them, you get plus 100. So it is n minus 20 into n minus 5 is equal to 0. So the value of n is equal to 20 or n is equal to 5. So how many terms of the AP is taken to give the sum minus 25? N is 20 or n is equal to 5. Hope it's clear, children. Let us move on to the next question. In an AP, in an AP, if the pth term is 1 by q and qth term is 1 by p, prove that the sum of first pq terms is 1 by 2 into pq plus 1, where p is not equal to q. What is given? Pth term is given pth term is given 1 by q. That means AP is given 1 by q. AP is given 1 by q. How do you write AP? A plus p minus 1 into d is equal to 1 by q. And also qth term is given 1 by p. That means AQ is equal to 1 by p. How do you write AQ? A plus q minus 1 into d is equal to 1 by p. Let us solve these two equations to get the value of a and d, because they are linear equation in two variables a and d. So, a plus p minus 1 into d is equal to 1 by q. A plus q minus 1 into d is equal to 1 by p. To eliminate a, I subtract the equation. So, this is minus and this also become minus, this also become minus. So, plus become minus and here also plus become minus. So, a and a gets cancelled. D is common. So, d into p minus 1 minus of q minus 1 is equal to 1 by q minus 1 by p. So, d into p minus 1 minus q plus 1 is equal to, take the LCM for the right hand side. So, pq. So, you will get p minus q. Minus 1 and plus 1 gets cancel on the left hand side. So, d into p minus q is equal to p minus q by pq. So, p minus q can be cancelled on either side. So, d is equal to 1 by pq. So, what is the value of d? 1 by pq. Let us substitute d is equal to 1 by pq in equation number 1 to find the value of a. So, a plus p minus 1 into d is 1 by pq is equal to 1 by q. So, a plus p into 1 by pq is p by pq, minus 1 into 1 by pq is minus 1 by pq is equal to 1 by q. This p in the numerator and denominator gets cancelled. So, a plus 1 by q minus 1 by pq is equal to 1 by q. So, 1 by q on either side get cancelled. So, a minus 1 by pq is equal to 0. So, a is equal to 1 by pq. So, we found the value of a also as 1 by pq and d also 1 by pq. The value of a is also 1 by pq, d is also 1 by pq. Now, we have to prove the sum of first pq terms is half into pq plus 1. So, let us prove that. So, sum of first pq terms, which means SPQ. What is SN formula? N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Here what is the value of n? PQ. So, it is PQ by 2 into what is a? We found 1 by PQ plus n minus 1. What is n here? PQ minus 1 into what is d? 1 by PQ again. So, it is PQ by 2 into 2 by PQ plus PQ into 1 by PQ minus 1 by PQ. So, it is PQ by 2 into, the denominator is the same. So, PQ. So, 2 plus PQ minus 1. So, this PQ gets cancelled. So, it is 1 by 2 into what is 2 minus 1 plus 1. So, it is half into PQ plus 1, that is SPQ, that is sum of first PQ terms is equal to half into PQ plus 1. That is what you are supposed to prove. So, hence prove the required proof. Is it clear? Let us move on to the sixth sum. If the sum of a certain number of terms of the AP 25, 22, 19 etc. is 116, find the last term. So, what is given? Sum of a certain number of terms. We do not know what is the number of terms, n we do not know. of the AP 25, 22 etc. 19 is 116. Sum, that Sn is 116. You have to find the last term. So what is the AP here? What is the AP here? What is the AP here? 25, 22, 19 etc. So what is A here? 25. What is D? 22 minus 25, that is equal to minus 3. Sum of the certain number of terms of the AP, that is Sn is given 116. Sum of a certain number of terms of the AP is given 116, that is Sn is 116. So what is Sn? How to write Sn? N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 116. So it is n by 2 into what is a? 25 plus n minus 1 into d is minus 3 is equal to 116. So it is n by 2 into 50. N into minus 3 is minus 3n, minus 1 into minus 3 is plus 3 is equal to 116. So it is n by 2 into 50 plus 3 is 53 minus 3n is equal to 116. Take the 2 to the other side and multiply n and 53 minus 3n. So n into 53 is 53n, n into minus 3n is minus 3n squared is equal to 116 into 2 is 232. Let us take 53n and minus 3n squared to the right hand side. So it becomes 3n squared minus 53n plus 232 is equal to 0. Here what is the sum? Minus 53. What is the product? 696. Let us find the roots of this quadratic equation by prime factorization. So 3, 232, 2, 116, 2, 58, 2, 29. When I multiply 3, 2, 2, 2, that is 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 12 2s are 24. So 24 and 29, when I add them I get minus 53. When I 24 and 29, when I add them I get minus 53, and if I multiply them I get 696. But sum is minus, so minus 24 and minus 29, if I add I get minus 53. When I multiply them I get 696. So I can write the roots as n minus 24 and n minus 29 by 3, the coefficient of n squared. So that is equal to 0. So that is equal to 0. So I get the value of n as 8 and 29 by 3. But n should be a positive integer. So n is equal to 29 by 3 is rejected because n cannot be a fraction. N cannot be a fraction. N should be always a positive integer. So what is the value of n? N is equal to 8. So we found the n as 8. Now we have to find the last term. What is the last term? Last term is nothing but an. So what is an? An formula is a plus n minus 1 into d. Now we found the n value as 8. So a8 is equal to, what is the value of a? A is 25 plus 7. 7 into what is d? Minus 3. So it is 25 minus 21, that is equal to 4. That is a8 is equal to 4. What is that they asked you? Find the last term. So the last term is 4. So the last term is 4. Because the 8th term is the last term. So the last term is 4. Hope it's clear, children. To receive our online lessons, please click the subscribe button to get the latest updates.